The Federal Executive Council has approved a draft policy for the solid minerals development sector to sanitize and allow adoption and deployment of technology for improved security in mining communities. This is one of the approvals from the Council's meeting this Monday. State House correspondent Musbah Wahab reports that there are also better days ahead for the Nigerian girl child with a new program in the offing.
It is an afternoon good enough to deliberate on the challenges of today in order to guarantee the future of the country. One of the issues on the table for the highest decision-making body is in the solid mineral sector, and the minister in charge acknowledges the positive reactions to the new vigor in the sector. Yet, still prevalent are also the complexities in the sector.
The incidence of illegal mining is very, very pervasive, especially in the rural areas. And we've also traced incidents of banditry to the handiwork of illegal miners, especially foreign illegal miners. Some notorious foreigners who come to our nation sponsor banditry in the local areas with a view to driving away the local population and then moving in to start exploration and extracting our minerals.
But then, the current administration is demonstrating intention with special attention to make the solid mineral sector a new fulcrum of its economic earnings. And now, the Council approved a draft policy targeted as the game changer.
Now gives us in the ministry the teeth that we've wanted to be able to now act with precision on all of those things that we have mapped out. Measures on security. You're also quite aware of illegal mining activities all over the country by both high and low. The so-called itinerant miners who just pick gold, lithium anywhere without licensing. But those are the low class. We have the high class also involved in this game. So we are rejigging the security architecture involving an inter-security agency structure to ensure that we combat this menace.
The Ministry of Finance also secures Council's approval for 5 zero-interest loans totaling $3.5 billion to fund some critical projects.
The projects that were approved for funding in the power sector and then the renewable energy sector, there was a funding for states for resource mobilization program to help them with their internally generated revenue efforts.
The issue of about 6 million Nigerian girls, which UNICEF estimates to be out of school in Nigeria, received attention of the Council. Hence, the approval for the Adolescent Girls Initiative for Learning and Empowerment beginning with 18 participating states.
Which will lead to the empowerment of girls between 10 to 20 right across the participating states. This is a very major escalation of this program that is meant to empower our girls, our teachers, and the provision for additional schools in the country.
Council also officially ratified the protocol to the African Charter on the Rights of Older Persons in Africa, a transformative legal instrument providing norms and standards in ensuring respect and protection of the rights of older persons in Africa. This came along with approval for the Humanitarian and Poverty Alleviation Trust Fund.
This is a flexible form of financing that is supposed to help Nigeria adequately respond to humanitarian crises and challenges, as well as adequately address the issue of poverty in Nigeria.
The government projects to generate about $5 billion for the trust fund every year. From the State House, Musbah Wahab, NTA News.